Hey everyone, welcome back to Stocks Telegraph. If you're passionate about stocks and biotech, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about companies in the market right now, Moderna, Incorporated, ticker symbol mRNA. Now, we all know Moderna as the company behind that game-changing COVID-19 vaccine, but there's so much more going on with them than just that. Moderna has firmly positioned itself as a global leader in mRNA technology, and they're now making some big moves into areas like respiratory diseases, cancer treatments, and other critical therapeutics. The future looks incredibly promising for Moderna, and today we'll break down the numbers, the latest developments, and what all of this could mean for Moderna's stock. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can stay ahead of the curve with all the latest stock insights. Also, give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the content, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you know someone who'd find this info useful, share the video with them. Let's keep the conversation going and build this awesome community. All right, let's get into it. Let's kick things off with Moderna's financials. Right now, the stock's trading at around $42.94, which is actually quite a bit lower than its 52-week high, about 75% lower. Now, I know what you're thinking. Whoa, that sounds like a huge drop. Is this a good time to buy? Well, stick with me because we're going to dive into that. Analysts are still optimistic about Moderna's future, with a target price of $73.85. That's nearly a 72% upside from the current stock price. So for investors looking for growth at a discount, this might be a golden opportunity. Moderna's gross margin is looking strong at 60.87%, which shows that the company is generating solid profits from its operations. On top of that, earnings per share has grown by nearly 24% this year and 36% over the trailing 12 months. So yeah, this is a company with strong financial momentum. And next year, analysts expect EPS to grow by 4.4%. That's steady growth. Moderna's also doing well when it comes to managing its finances. Their debt-to-equity ratio is low, just 0.11, meaning they're not overly reliant on debt. Plus, their stock is only about 2.4% off its 20-day moving average, indicating that things are looking stable for now. All right, now let's talk about Moderna's big moves in the biotech world. The company has just opened a brand new vaccine manufacturing facility in Victoria, Australia. Yes, down in the southern hemisphere. This is the first mRNA manufacturing plant in that region, and it's a pretty big deal. Moderna's got big plans for this facility, which can produce up to 100 million vaccine doses annually. It's focusing on key respiratory diseases like influenza, respiratory syncytial virus, and of course, COVID-19. This isn't just a win for Moderna. It's part of a larger 10-year partnership with the Australian and Victorian governments to improve sovereign vaccine manufacturing. This is huge because it means Australia can produce more of its own vaccines and therapeutics, which is a game changer in terms of global health security. But wait, there's more. The facility isn't just going to create vaccines, it's also going to create jobs. 500 construction jobs were created during the build phase, and once the facility is fully operational, it'll employ 140 skilled workers. Plus, the broader project will create 500 more jobs in research, development, and manufacturing. That's a nice economic boost for the region. Let's not forget that Moderna isn't just sitting on its laurels with COVID vaccines. They're expanding into other critical areas as well. First up, RSV. Moderna's got a vaccine for that, and it's already making waves. The RSV vaccine mRESVIA just got approval from Canada for use in adults aged 60 and older. Distribution will begin in early 2025, which is a big deal, especially since RSV is a major cause of illness in older adults. And then there's cancer. Moderna is teaming up with Merck to develop an mRNA-based cancer treatment. They're in phase 3 trials for mRNA 4157, combined with Merck's Keytruda, targeting non-small cell lung cancer. This is a whole new frontier for mRNA technology, moving beyond infectious diseases and into oncology. All right, time to look at Moderna's recent financial performance. For third quarter 2024, Moderna reported $1.9 billion in revenue, which is a slight increase from the $1.8 billion it made in third quarter 2023. Not bad, right? Most of that growth came from net product sales, which rose 4% year over year, driven largely by sales of Moderna's updated COVID-19 vaccine in the US market. While international sales dipped, Moderna still made a big splash with its RSV vaccine, which contributed $10 million to its revenue. Here's where things get really interesting. Net income came in at $13 million, a huge turnaround from a net loss of $3.6 billion in third quarter 2023. That's a massive improvement. Plus, EPS went from a loss of $9.53 last year to a positive $0.03. They've also got a strong cash position of $9.2 billion, even though it's a slight dip from the previous quarter. The decrease was mainly due to heavy investments in R&D, as Moderna continues to develop its mRNA technology. Investor sentiment is looking positive, and analysts are feeling bullish. Recently, HSBC upgraded Moderna from a hold to a buy and set a target price of $58. This upgrade reflects confidence in Moderna's expanding vaccine portfolio and its exciting work in cancer therapies. But of course, every investment has its risks. There are some political challenges that could impact Moderna. For example, changes in government policies, particularly in the US, around vaccine mandates and funding could affect the company's revenue and growth. Plus, there's intense competition in the biotech space. Several other companies are working on similar mRNA technologies, so Moderna needs to stay ahead of the curve. And let's not forget, Moderna is heavily reliant on government contracts and regulatory approvals. Any changes in public health funding or vaccine procurement policies could shake things up. So to wrap things up, Moderna has come a long way since its early days. From being known as the company behind the COVID-19 vaccine to now expanding into areas like cancer and RSV, they're positioning themselves for long-term growth. With strong financials, a promising pipeline, and a growing global presence, there's a lot to like about Moderna. But of course, investors need to keep an eye on the risks. Political shifts, competition, and reliance on government contracts are all factors to consider. We hope you found this analysis helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Moderna's future? Are you bullish or cautious? We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.